welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on today's video I am going to be finally doing my budget with me. You guys, it has been so long since I did a budget with me video, and it's mainly because it really took me a long time to kind of figure out what's going to be the best way for me to budget now that I have my home. I have a lot of bills and I was just really trying to figure it out. I put a post up on Instagram that said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but it can take months until you really figure out what your budgeting style is. So be encouraged if you don't know if the budget is just not working and you're like, I just can't get it together. It takes a while to figure out what's gonna work for you, and you have to try different methods and you just have to go with what works. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my new method of budgeting today, and I'm super excited that I finally honed in and I'm like, okay, this is going to work. I might make some changes down the line, but for the most part, this is really how I'm going to be budgeting with my new budget system and the new bills that I have and things like that. So if you want to join me on this journey, please do. But I'm super excited to be, back on the screen. It's been a while, you guys. Things have been super busy and crazy. Please follow me over on Instagram so you can get more of kind of like a day-to-day update. Lifestyle is really important because I don't want to make these videos too long talking about what's been going on and yada yada yada. So make sure that you guys are plugged in over on Instagram, and then also make sure you pay attention to your community feed as well, where I communicate a lot of things. But I'm super excited to be back on screen, and I'm just gonna go ahead and flip the camera over and we're gonna start talking. But before I do, there is something that I do have to confess to you guys, because a lot of you guys who've been following me for a while, you already know that I was consumer debt free, but I'm no longer consumer debt free.
Oh, no.
But we're not going to talk about that on this video. We're going to talk about that when I actually create the plan for me to get back out of debt, out of consumer debt, we'll say that. But it happens. I'm a real girl. But please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm really trying to hit 15,000 subscribers before the year ends. Let's see if we can do it. Make sure you share this video with your friends and family, especially if you have some friends who, have been struggling with their budgets or they're always overspending. And maybe this new budget way will help you and your tribe. Let's go ahead and flip this camera over and let's get started.
Ain't this fun? I got someone who can be next to me all night. Ooh, I'm lucky, baby. We got that groove, we got those drums, and baby, you're my melody. And never mind what they think about us. You the wind in my sail, that's enough. You got me right where you want. Yeah, your love is so amazing. We're breaking all the rules tonight. She like, why you staring at me? Get out my space. Ooh, I'ma never let you go. They gon' try to stop you, but you're a rule breaker. It's time to be you. When you're looking like that, they don't know what to do with you. I got friends on the east side. No one lights up the room like you do. Shine, shine, shine. Yeah. When I feel low, you got this way of living your life. It gives me freedom in my soul. Don't think about them, just think about us. How it's gonna be. Yeah. You got me right where you want. Yeah, your love is so amazing.
Alright guys, so as explained earlier, I am going to be completing my budget a little bit different. I am going to be explaining how I'm going to be doing my budget now. It's just something that makes me a lot more comfortable, and it helps me to be able to budget, especially for things that may come through that I did not expect to come through. Also, this will also help me to be able to put a lot of my bills on auto pay, which I am ready to put them all on auto pay. The reason why is because I get so busy sometimes that, you know, work is very demanding now, and I might just forget to pay a bill. It does happen, you guys. And so in order for me to fix that, I figured I might as well go ahead and get on auto pay. I am on auto pay for some of my bills, but I'm definitely ready to put more of my household bills on auto pay. So I'm just gonna basically go over the budget and explain how I'm gonna start budgeting. Very first and foremost, if you do not have anything that lists all of your bills, I suggest that you have something. I have this dashboard here that I got from Erin Condren probably about 2 to 3 years ago, and I just have on here all of the bills that I have. These are bills that I have to pay every single month, and I think I'm missing one. I have a million bills, you guys, and this can't be life right now. Yeah, so anywho, you want to have something that lists all of your bills, all of your standard cash envelopes, and then all of your standard sinking funds. You want to already have that down here so that you're not scrambling trying to think every single month what it is that you need to budget for. You also need to have a calendar which shows all of your paydays, and it shows all of the bills that you have, so you know when you need to pay those bills, okay? And the way that I pay my bills is on the actual day that I get paid, I pay everything within the next 2 weeks just on this day, so that I'm not late, or I'm not trying to go back like, oh, you know, my Macy's is due on the 23rd, let me pay my Macy's, and then, you know, on the 25th I'm like, oh, my SoCal gas is due on the 29th, let me make sure I pay that. I'm just paying everything on this date, so everything is already taken care of and I will not be late. And it really helps with you overspending and not paying your bills on time, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So I am only going to be budgeting now with I'm still doing a paycheck budget, but I'm budgeting out of my bill account. So this is everything that I have in my bill account. Previously, I would only indicate here what I had out of my paycheck, but it really didn't help me. I really feel like I need to budget with the whole account, because if I had some money left over in the account but I only budgeted with my paycheck, I wasn't budgeting with all of my money, if that makes sense. So in this is way I will feel much better, and this is how I'm now going to be budgeting. And so if you want to implement this, please do. If you want to do the paycheck to paycheck budget, where you're just talking about where you're just budgeting with your paycheck, I do have old videos that shows how I did that as well. So my bill account has $2,838.80 in it, and this is what I'm going to be budgeting with. So my HOA is $140. Well, really my HOA is $280 a month. But I don't like taking $280 out of one paycheck, so I slice it in half and I put towards my HOA. And so I take $140 out every paycheck. For my Macy's is $100, or my MasterCard is $180. And so that's the whole balance. So I really am just gonna pay that off and be done with it. My Macy's is, the minimum payment is $29. The full balance is like $200 and something. But I'm just gonna pay the minimum right now because I want to be able to show you guys how I'm gonna pay off my debt. I have never been able to show you guys how I do it. So for right now, for the sake of helping you guys, or you guys going on the journey with me, I'm only gonna pay the minimum. So next is my SoCal gas, $72.39. I have a confession. Yes, I do. So this is one reason why I'm putting my bills on auto pay. So for the last couple months, as I explained, or the last month, I kind of was just, you know, I didn't get a chance to pay out my bills on time. So my SoCal gas, this is actually 2 bills in one, but my SoCal gas is probably about to increase because the winter time is coming and I cut my heater on. I don't like being cold. Apple credit card, I have Apple credit card now, and so it's $100. Well, actually it's like it's like almost $200, but same thing that I'm doing with my HOA, I split that in half, and that's how I'm paying that back. Spectrum is $146. This is kind of abnormal. I wanted to see the I wanted to see the Aretha Franklin movie, and I didn't go to the movies. I was like, oh, I can rent it for $19.99 at my house, so I did that. I probably should have just went to the movies, but I didn't. I'll never do this again because it's okay when you're clicking yes, I want to see it, but it's not okay when you get this bill. So I will never rent another movie by way of Spectrum, which is my cable / internet again. One thing that I do love about my Spectrum is that my job does reimburse me $65, I believe, for my internet. So I'll be getting the reimbursement back. And then I do have Tides. Usually this should be at the top, but I have forgot to put it. I do not reveal how much I pay for Tides. The reason for that is because I have a lot of people who are subscribed to me that are from my church or from my job and things like that. And really, I just, want to keep that private between me and God. Me, God, and the finance team. So that's all of the bills that I have for this pay period. My bill total is $667.39. So then what I do is I take that, I subtract it from the income, and then I'm left over with $2,171.41. So now we're moving on to the envelopes. So for the envelopes, groceries, $150. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use all $150 because I'm not eating super bad anymore. I am eating more healthier. And I try to let my meals last. So I might be cutting that down to 100, but I haven't gone grocery shopping in quite some time. So I really do need to replenish a lot of things. So I'm giving myself $150. Toiletries, $30. Household, $50. And this is for household products like detergent, cleaning products, and things like that. Eating out, $50. Sometimes I get a little busy. I'm really trying to get back on track with YouTube. So sometimes I can't cook and I have to just go buy food, and so I need this $50 eating out budget. Gas, $120. Now I do have gas here under envelopes, however I do not take the money out of my account because I don't like walking up to the window, especially if I'm getting gas at night. So this is actually going to be left in the account. So this is $400. So really I probably should have gas up here because it's staying in the account, but anyway, we'll fix that on the next budget. So the leftover is $1,771.41. So now we're moving up here to sinking funds. So these are all the sinking funds. I do have more sinking funds. I have a lot of them, but I'm only contributing to these sinking funds for this pay period. Car registration, $15. Hair, $25. You guys do know that I'm into wigs now. So there are a couple of wigs that I want that are pretty on the pricier side, so I'm saving for wigs. I love them, so I really need your guys' help to name the wig that I am featuring in this video. Holidays, $20. Holidays are coming up and I am going to celebrate every single one of them. I'm celebrating Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and New Year's. I'm going all out because I didn't get a chance to celebrate last year. So I celebrated a little bit, but with COVID, everybody wasn't really able to celebrate. So I'm going all out this year. I'm just tell y'all now, get ready. Car wash, $30. I need to keep my car clean and I'm not washing it myself. I just don't have time for that. Trash is $16. I pay my trash bill quarterly, but I do want to start paying it annually. It's about $300 and something annually. And I just want to go ahead and take care of that so that I can save for it all year and just get that bill out of my life. Home maintenance. This here is a new envelope. I do have a new build. However, my warranty is almost up. And so I was thinking, hey, why don't I take advantage of this time and start saving towards home maintenance? Because I'm sure, even though I have a new build, there are things that issues that I've already had, but I was able to call them to come and fix it for free because my home is under warranty. But if something happens, I want to be able to go ahead and take care of it. I mean, I don't know, I might you know, break the doorknob or something, whatever. But I believe best practice is to have a home maintenance sinking fund. So this is a new envelope. Beautycounter, $20. I do use special skincare products, and I just absolutely love Beautycounter. I can no longer use soap. That's how I was washing my face before, and I can't do that no more. And then investing, $25. Best practice, I hear all the wealthy people say you must invest, so I'm gonna listen and do what they say. All right, so sinking fund total is $171, leaving us with leftover $1,641. So then here at the bottom of this Budget Mom Paycheck Budget book, here it says to take your total income and subtract all of these boxes, and I get $1,641. So that lets me know that I have zeroed out this budget and it is correct. All right, you guys, so that pretty much sums up my budget. If you think that this budget is going to work for you, or this budgeting style is going to work for you, please continue to stay plugged in as we continue to refine it, make sure that it's going to work for us. Make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow for the cash stuffing part of this budget. Today I'm actually filming this video on the day that I'm getting paid, so I'm gonna pay everything. I haven't done it yet, but I have not spent $1 because I need to give my tithes first. So I'm gonna give my tithes, and then I'm gonna pay all of my bills. I'm gonna go get the money out of the bank, and then I'm gonna stuff my cash envelope. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow for that video. And please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.
Ain't this fun? I got someone who can be next to me all night. Ooh, I'm lucky, baby. We got that groove, we got those drums.